Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Kojimo here, back with another demo review. Today we are going to be working with Moo. I'm going to take a look at their ancient and see what we can do in order to help them understand how to become the best player possible. I'm really excited to do this. If you haven't hit that subscribe button already, let's go ahead and get started with this demo review. All right, I already know some very interesting skins and name tags you have on some of your stuff, so that's a little bit funny. Now, this game is an absolute, like, slog fest. It goes 88 minutes. So we are just going to look at the regulation. This does go into, like, triple OT. But I think we're just going to look at the regulation and see what we got going here. Cool. We're going to entry out mid. Awesome. Good stuff. If you want me to break down the micro for you, I will say that I think this is a mistake, even though we didn't get punished. A little small mistake. And I'm going to tell you, it's the smallest thing ever. It literally does not matter, but it is going to, like, help you become the greatest player possible. Is when you're swinging this guy, look, amazing, right? Like, you're doing your job, you're entering, you got his crosshair drawn so far. Like, it's really hard for him to get you. You know, it actually wasn't the worst thing. Be really careful committing to this crouch, because if we don't kill him and we crouch there, his crosshair is probably going to catch up to us and kill us. Honestly, keep doing your thing. Go around this corner, strafe as far out wide as you can so that you continue drawing his crosshair. Literally the smallest thing ever. You could argue it doesn't even matter. I just wanted to point that out there. Ultimately, you killed him anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But it is like something that I've been working for myself specifically on pistol round, because genuinely that's been a big issue for me. Is I'll be doing so good in the pistol round fight, and then I'll commit to a crouch and it just all goes downhill. Oh yeah, good. This is... Dude, what an L teammate. What an L teammate, man. We're kicking him from the game after that one. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that was a good idea too, by the way. That was a great idea to go for that knife, honestly. You know, have some fun in the pug, get that money, make the opponent so frustrated from the get-go. Like, all around, that's just like a good idea to do. So yeah, man, from pistol round, that's very solid. If the only thing I'm telling you is like the smallest little thing that doesn't matter, that was a pretty good pistol round, not gonna lie. Where's this flash popping? That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Just make sure your teammates know that's coming in, which it looks like they did. So nice little gimmick entry flash there. Running in. One thing I like that you're doing here is you are super confident with your entry pathing. I don't even care what pathing you end up doing. The fact that you are just running in here and you're not clearing every little tiny angle and you're very certain with this is amazing. And as we can see, yes, on eco rounds, be really careful, guys, ever coming in through cave, because, you know, of course, they're going to have Zeus's, they're going to have P250s, all this stuff. So, yeah, I like that you swing back here a little bit. It is nice. It's a little unfortunate we don't get the second kill. But, yeah, I'd say it's not necessary to take cave, especially when they are on pistols. But if you have a Mac 10, it's a pug, like, go ahead. Feel free to get loose and take these fights. If we're playing, like, 100% strategically, like, you know, trying to be big ballers and stuff, we would enter on the site, do our thing, but whatever we're doing, we're probably smoking off cave or mollying it, making sure that, like, we're not taking these fights. But like I said, if it's a pog, bro, and you have a Mac 10, go get those kills. Go do your thing. Just understand that maybe it isn't the smartest thing when they're on that buy to run in there like that, but besides the point. Okay, he's still in a new meta molly. Awesome. Nice. Gonna, like, burn anybody that's swinging mid, which is really good. Okay, even gonna chunk behind. The start of this game, I'm really loving what we're doing here, honestly. Like, all around, I'm really loving your play. Wow, what a great reaction there. Now, are we gonna smoke anything, or are we just going in dry? Okay, there's a smoke. Messes up. We spot this guy. We know 2 or A at this point. Now, this is the little micro decision that you've got to be able to do on the fly. It sucks, right? Like, it sucks that teammate messes up smoke. We're gonna throw it. The guy swings us. But wait. We are on the radar, and also we hear it. We know one guy is here, so we know right now your focus should be to trade that guy, right? Like, that should be your main focus. Our teammate dies, we spot this guy. You have a second to pause here, dude. At this moment, like, this is like the split-second decision making that demos are going to show us, but also you got to get really, really, really good at. Is like, oh shoot, 2 of the guys are on A. Like, this is a death trap. If we go through, we have a teammate walking through house. Like, let's chill. Let's reset a second, because even if you didn't have a teammate, think about the low percentage chance that if you guys are running through your own smoke that he messed up, regardless if there wasn't a smoke, you got guy crossfiring here and a guy crossfiring here. Um, all around, it's just not going to end very well for us. So don't go for the spam. Don't commit to that. Let your win condition. Your win condition right here is this guy. Now he has this crazy timing, crazy gap, but it means absolutely nothing, right? It means absolutely nothing. So that's like the really hard part of this game. It's like, well, how am I supposed to know when that's happening? And again, it just comes down to that game sense of, well, we know our teammate's getting killed from this guy on site. Oh, guys rotating in, like, unlucky, man. Are we really gonna run through a smoke and give these guys the fights that they want? And I get it, like you're just trying to spam the guy and stuff, but just remember, it, like we have win conditions. This guy actually made a really good play, and it sucks that he wasn't able to do anything off of it.
This coaching session is brought to you by Skins Monkey. They are the best CS2 trading site out there. Swap out the skins you do not like and upgrade them into higher quality new items. I have personally used Skins Monkey to build my inventory and love how many features the site has. The best thing is that you can gain your own crazy deposit bonus of 35% by using my code KOJOMO. They also have a freebie section where you can get free new skins by completing tasks, and you also get a $5 bonus by clicking my link in the description of the video.
Dang, you're crazy. You're crazy for going for that. That's so stubborn though. That's so stubborn. I love your confidence to do it, but that's so stubborn because look, bro, you go for this, right? Awesome, we picked that up. Really frustrating that we can't get that. I don't know if he spotted this guy, but like we know 100% Rav is right here. Like we know this guy is chilling on shelf. Dude, you have got an AK, you've got all the stuff. I like the egotistical, just pull out your deagle and swing. But like, bro, you got utility as well. Like this is a good round. This is about to be a good round. Watch. Yeah, like right here, we know now. Like we should know, like be glancing up, seeing our teammates getting kills, or he should be communicating. Like we should know, like this is good for us. Like don't force anything, right? You know, throw your flash off the wall, do this type of thing, reset, reload your AK, and like group up with your boys. This is your moment to just chill out. But ultimately, we're gonna kind of throw this round or throw the situation because we're stubborn and we just want the one dig. Looks like we might win the round anyways, but no, we actually end up losing. Yeah. But yeah, that's the stubbornness that can get us really like screwed over. It's like I believe that you can hit that one dig, but it's not necessary in that round. It's not like you're in a 3v5 or like a super disadvantage. I'll give it to you. At one point, it was a 3v4, right? So I understand that, but yeah, definitely when we're sliding here, always be hyper obsessed with your radar, and then also your kill feed, like you know, the kill feed in the top right. It's gonna tell us if we have the advantage, what we're doing, and yeah, definitely for that reason, reload that AK and at least use your flash or something. Yeah, that's kind of frustrating. Just a push through his own smoke. Well, one thing too, by the way. Yeah, I mean that's honestly just a baller play. Like it's stupid and it works, but yeah. Honestly, that is tough. That is tough. And the fact that we're all kind of congested here doesn't make it easy, and we don't expect someone to run through there and smoke. So that's the surprising stuff that's gonna happen in pugs. It's good, and I'm saying this from my own experience. It's like just do your best to keep your calm there, because they can be so tilting, and you're like, what is this guy doing, bro? Why is he running through his own smoke and doing that kind of stuff? So that's where the mental is just like, okay, let's chill. Let's do our thing here. Now, in this situation, you're going to be lurking. Are we going to be doing a fake, or are we going to be doing a hard lurk? Okay, we're just preventing early ramp space being taken. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, well, now we see the timing, right? Like, this is the good stuff we learned from the demo. Now we see the timing. So now we know in the future, when you get to, like, up here... Yeah, when you get to like up here, you gotta pull out your gun if you ever do this lurk again. If you ever do this lurk, pull out your gun right here and you're chilling, so that these things don't go wrong. But it's great that you keep your composure here. Honestly, that situation could have got a lot worse for us. Oh yeah, we're actually gonna punish this guy. Awesome. Now this is actually where I'd be kind of more elusive, but your team ends up winning anyways. What did your body just do, bro? You were doing a dance in your head there. I would be more elusive. So get this kill. As soon as you kill this guy going through smoke, at least micro adjust. At least micro adjust and hold over here. And I say that because like we never want to be in one spot, even if it's something as stupid as this smoke. But more importantly, man, I think like honestly, you got to shift towards A site. We end up getting this kill. Let's see, does this guy get? Yeah, like this guy ends up getting the kills. But like you see, he's on 1 HP, right? You're about to screw over your A teammate so hard because you're not moving from this position. Honestly, bro, get that kill on that guy and start. You can walk, you can run. I don't care what you do. Start shifting towards A because honestly, your A teammates need you desperately. We're so lucky we got that kill, right? And then yeah, that's doing too much, honestly. I'd say your overconfidence is leading to you like getting a lot of great kills for yourself, but it's also really a double-edged sword, and it's making it so that you're throwing in a lot of these scenarios, honestly. Okay, we're gonna molly off shelf. Cool. Again, we're the solo guys, so we don't want to take too many risks by ourselves, which we kind of are, honestly. Yeah. And I say that, like, great shot from that guy, right? Like, insane shot, but like, you know, we're by ourselves. Maybe we don't know exactly what their money is, but you know, if they're not doing double mollies and stuff, like we can assume they're pretty weak. Honestly, they're pretty weak. Bro, you gotta be like this like hardcore lurk here, you know, maybe even checking a main, checking mid, but like nobody's here to trade you. So if you're out here by yourself willy-nilly, I mean, at this level, you get one digged. At the highest level, they have like a pop play where they're sitting on this wall or something. Everyone's waiting for people to come out. Nobody's ran out yet. Hey, flash from house arrest. They flash, they come here and they just mob you down, right? So consistently, that's why it's so important to understand like this is not your time to solo take mid. This is not your time to make these risks. I mean, ultimately our team ends up going B without any resistance, but yeah, for us that was definitely a really frustrating situation. It was a great shot by him, but there is no need for that. Oh. Yeah. Well, okay, one, why are I feel like you should have the front spawn. Like you should, I guess like this guy could have, but why are we running out here and then moving back? Maybe he was like, let me go first or something. But the fact that look, you have the front spawn and then you come all the way out here to like, I don't understand that. That really hurts your team right here. Well, it hurt you, honestly. It hurt you the most. Yeah, what the heck? And you end up bumping, but honestly, like that's kind of your fault because you let him in front of you. And then yeah, like we just die. It's really frustrating. I think you just got to get through mid. Like you just got to go in middle. We're actually really lucky to get a 1-for-1 trade there in reality, man. Like we're actually very fortunate for that. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's keep it up. Double molly. A little overkill, but it's okay. And I say that too just because we have like limited util. We have such limited util. Alright, reset. Reset, yeah, good. And I say that because like, you know, you could sit there and just jiggle and commit to a losing battle, but the rounds kind of already snowballed out of control. We actually have a huge lifeline right now, but this is the difference. This is difference. I like that you're willing to sit here and fight, but honestly, man, it's like a saving grace that this guy's about to get a kill. We can't expect that, but take a few jiggles here, take a few shots, and then again, be more elusive. I think for you, I love your confidence. I think if we're looking next level of your gameplay, you're very static in a way. You're very good at the micro, like jiggle fight, all this stuff, but you're not ever like bouncing around. I want to see you taking shots here. Like on that round, you spot 2 guys up here. Take your shots, kill 1 guy, and then bounce around. Maybe go out A, bounce around, go back towards B with your teammate. Like be a lot more elusive. You would benefit from almost playing more like an opper. Because the problem is like, cool, you drew these guys and you have them looking mid. It actually opens up a big lane for your teammate to go out B here. But still you're so separated from him. It's just like nothing's gonna happen here. They're gonna, you know, players with a brain, even if your teammate were to kill this guy somehow, they're gonna understand you're gonna be coming here, and it's just like, you know, they're gonna expect exactly where you are. But ultimately, like, great aim, bro. Like your aim is on point this game. You're playing extremely well mechanically, so it's really good to see that. It's really good to see that. On these rounds, I like to get a tech 9 if they're not so if they're not throwing Molly and nade, I love to just get a Tech 9, rush up shelf. I do it with my duo. I know your duo cute in this game. I forget exactly who your duo is. I love to run up shelf. One of us is like hardcore obsessing over jump up. Maybe we're throwing a pop flash for ourselves up here. But the point is, we're running this cave guy down with our Tech 9s. It's so dangerous. It's so deadly. Absolutely love doing it. Yeah, and that's the play you're making. And they end up mollying and itching. So that's a little sad. But it's all fake anyways. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, I don't know what the success rate is for walking into cave there. I get you want to be quiet and sneaky. Oh, you got baited. Okay, this guy started spamming, reloads and runs away, and you don't expect the second guy here. That makes sense. I can at least understand the thought process there. That's a great bait from them though. Like honestly, I don't know if they did that on purpose or what's up with that, but like that's a great bait. It's a great bait, honestly. You did cause a lot of rotation though. You caused a lot of the A guys to kind of be like, oh, are they working a heavy B here? So that was good. That was good. Dude, I want to see like you and your homie doing some crazy stuff though. Like I want to see you guys like freaking getting him boosted up and you guys do like a double peek here on ramp or something. Or just like just a lot of cool gimmicks. Like say you're execing B and right side smoked. I want to see you throw a flash and he runs through the right side smoke or something. Vice versa, right? Like I want to see a lot more creativity between you and your Q with these little gimmick plays and stuff. Also, I would love to see you spamming more, by the way. Like I think that we as a team, it's not just you, but as a team, we have not been spamming as much. And if you're a rifler, for anybody watching this, like a rifler, it pays off to know all of your spams for Ancient here. Genuinely it pays off so well. All right, so he's in a situation where he's the one guy. There's one here and three here. Whatever Mood does, he's got to be very calculated and certain with his lurk. If he goes too early, the strat's over. Like he lost the round for his team. If he goes too late, he's doing absolutely nothing and he's baiting everybody. It's a fine balance, and generally you do want to actually be on the slower end of things because again, you are untradeable. It's like if you were lurking mid. Nobody's there to help you. You're untradeable. So you got to be sitting here doing your thing. Okay, my teammates are peeking, they're running out. I'm sliding up ramp and then strike once they're like already out or they're doing their thing. Sometimes you can be the guy like throwing nades for them. Other times you want to just be completely quiet. But yeah, you going first here is so bad. Yeah, that's so bad. And your teammates end up getting the kills anyways. So like, honestly, that was a really, and and it comes from him wanting to help his team and do his job for the team. So it's like a selfless problem to have. You're trying to be selfless. But yeah, if you're that one lurker or whatever, unless you are literally trying to distract, and at that point you might as well be throwing your util, doing stuff. Like you wanna take your every advantage, every timing you have there, and do good with it. Also, really good thing that he's doing there is he's dropping flash on the ground. If all of his teammates were to do that, there would be 5 flashes down for everybody. Some players don't have money though. Only one of them actually. So there'd be 4 flashes down. But yeah, here I'd be going for like a spam or something. Of course, you don't want to like give away like a ton of info, but especially in pugs, man, it pays off to like just be doing damage and spamming people and stuff. Okay. Smoking right side. We're going up with our boy there. That's awesome. Good stuff. 3v3 now. Round's falling apart for us. Oh, okay. We catch a good timing there. We also had a flash, I believe. So maybe that team play did come in. Maybe that team play did come in there. Do we know this guy's flanking at this point, or do we just think we have a read? It looks like we know he's flanking. Which is like very curious to me that you guys, maybe there's a comm or something, because it's actually so risky. Like look at if he could go cave, if he could be there by now, he could 100% have been walking up. So it's just interesting that we're so hyper obsessed on cave here. Oh yeah, look, this is like super nitpicky, but this is the difference of stuff that like makes you look like a pro or a noob. Like when you cross this threshold, just remember like anyone can see you up here. At this point, you guys made the wrong guess. Like, I don't know what info we think we had, but like he could be up here. going long and stuff, and we're still just out in the open. As soon as like you're like, okay, cool, I'm not holding cave, bro. Be so careful drifting back here. He actually sees you. This. Oh wait, no, no, he doesn't see you. Okay, but you know, like that's just like bad info that we could be giving up. Yeah, and then here you're doing too much. It sucks because you guys didn't plant for yourself, but you're doing way too much. You're just hoping that like you somehow catch a timing on them. But when you're exposed to here, here, and here, you have to worry about all three of these. Like you're constantly like, is he here? Is he back here? Is he, you're doing like circles. Just simplify the game for yourself and get yourself into a good position. Maybe tuck in here. Just be very certain with what you want to hold because you're allowing yourself to be timing in so many different ways. You're allowing yourself, like, look at this, like we're doing pirouettes, I can't say that word, pirouettes, and then yeah, we end up clutching it. No, yeah, we end up clutching it up though. Yeah, but for T side overall though, like that was very solid. That was very good, and even though you had 11 deaths, like you gave a lot of impact and value for your team. I would say that you were just being too aggressive at the end, like not even just the end, like the middle, the beginning of that game. You were being too aggressive in some of those moments, but yeah, overall, like very nice, very nice, very nice. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at CT side here though. Dooley's awesome. We're gonna go in cave with them, it looks like. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Let's own these guys. Okay, we're gonna be doing solo setup here. This can get messy, but like it's a surprising angle. Ultimately, like I feel like the best thing you could do in this moment is have, and again, I understand it's a pug, it's hard, but for you and your queue, if you're ever like playing together, is have a USP here. Why? Because like, dude, if they are running it down cave, you are going to absolutely melt them. And then this guy's here to also shoot from another direction or distract them for you. Plus, if they run out B, he's just here to like play on B site. He can fall back to cave, and you guys just can retake together. So, if you're ever with your queue or anyone in chat's looking for like pistol little setups, there you go. That could be a good thing that Moo could optimize here. I mean, also your teammates here, I guess. I was gonna say, like, honestly, bro, in my opinion, at this point, this is what I'm doing. I'm just coming through here and clearing and being like, okay, no one's there, so I can focus on site. You're still sitting here, and it's not like a bad play per se. Also, wait a second. Wait, with the dualies, be careful because you're holding two guns. It actually like it has them out wider than a normal gun where it's more towards the center. I actually don't know if this is good by yourself. If you have a setup, yeah, you're going to distract them and it's going to be fine. But I actually think with dualies, you're spotted way sooner than any other gun in the game. Well, maybe like an op or something, obviously. But yeah, clear this out. Clear this out so that you can go focus site. If they are in cave, you're going to take that fight. With dualies, 1v1, you're going to try to surprise them. Because you end up doing it anyways, but it's just like so late. It's so delayed. No. Okay. Chill. Chill there. Chill there. That's that composure. Because, like, yeah, we are at a man disadvantage, but, man, that's the composure right there. The first fight's messy. It sucks, right? There's not much you can do about that. But, boom, we get that kill. Take a second. Take a second, right? I love that you're swinging this. You're so confident. But, again, you have teammates that are about to come into here. These two guys just get to sit here and focus on you, kill you, and then worry about those guys. Get that kill. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Isolate, isolate. All right, guys, are you ready to go through? They're going through. Boom. And now we're going. And everybody, two people crunching from here. You're coming out of cave crunching here, and then you have a guy that hopefully is going to run up ramp and flank. Look at that. You literally have them squeezed in. Every single person is looking on site here, destroying these guys. But instead what happens is because you get that kill and you run up, you're going out first. This guy dies. Now we have nobody here. Or maybe the guy flanking goes cave. But then these two guys peek, and then they, it's just, it's sad because like we have the opportunity to play so well as a team there, and we just decide to do too much. Decide to get a Nova. That's definitely really troll, but I'm all for the style, but this is such a bad buy. That's such a bad buy. Let's see our util, by the way. Let's see what happened to it. Okay, we gotta adjust the molly and the nade. The nade did not land either. Which honestly, oh dude, if you would have landed the molly and nade, you would have chunked those guys for like 80 damage each. Honestly, 70, 80 damage. Yeah, that Nova is such a troll buy though, Moo. It's such a troll buy. They're gonna have like they got bomb down, right? So guys, like Moo knows this, I'm pretty sure. But like for those of you watching, whenever you're on CT side and the other team gets a bomb plant down, there's like the biggest chance in the world they are gonna force by the next round. They're gonna have AKs, some of them. If they got kills, one AK maybe, Galil and Mac 10. Mostly Mac 10s and Galils though. There you go. We hit it that time. Yeah, I mean that was some good chaos that we had. That was some good chaos. Honestly, I want to see it. Like, dude, and this is like maybe where you can like get a hold of your guys, but like look at how like aggressive and coordinated you were here. This is so much better than even what you did that round where you go cave by yourself. Like imagine if we acted like this when we were on like the second round. We're like, we're better than you. We're all gonna like, you know, we don't need the whole team here, but it's like we're doing plays together and we're setting each other up. I feel like a lot of times on Pistol Round we're actually better, or Eco we're better because we make that coordinated plan and we get the job done. Versus you know, on default standard rounds, or even when the other team's on Eco, we all just do our own thing and then the round just falls apart because we're taking 1v2s, 1v3s, right? We're at a disadvantage with those type of fights as CTs, even if the other team has the worst guns. And honestly, it does pay off, guys, to be selfish in pugs. And like, it pays off to dominate your position. So it would be actually like, you know, say Moo does want to hold cave and do stuff, which you could argue is not the best when they're on Mac 10s and stuff. But it pays off to be selfish and be like, hey, bro, can you come here and do this? Or even something as simple as, hey, can you spam the wall so that they take damage as they're running? And maybe it only does 5 damage to them, but it slows them down so that you get to swing here and be a maniac and not with a Nova, with an actual gun. But it's so good to have your teammates set you up in your position no matter where you are, because then it allows you so much freedom later in the pug. It might suck for them in their position though, because like they're having to give it up to help you for a second. But overall, that's the way I think about it, and it helps you actually farm and succeed in the game. Because it's selfish, but do you know the alternative to that in most of your pugs and games? The alternative, everyone goes plays their spot. There's little teamwork, there's little stuff going on, and the round just consistently crumbles apart over and over and over again, guys. Like, honestly, I've seen it happen so many times. Oh no, I skipped my bad. So, you know, it's selfish, but it works. If you have players in your pug that want you to set them up, of course, go ahead and do that for them. Go ahead and do that for them. Oh, there's on the Brolin Molly, kind of missed it, but that's good. So mid's compromised, so just be careful. Oh, dude, I did it again. I did it again, guys. I'm trolling. I'm trolling. Yep. But that's fine, because if they peek you from mid side, you're going to have them on the same angle, essentially, as if they peek you from shelf side. Oh, dude. Destroyed. Destroyed, man. So his play, it can be risky because he could also end up looking like a fool. But in like a 3v4, voice crack, oh my god. In like a 3v4, I don't mind that at all. Like, honestly. And look at that. You even get the last kill, bro. You delete him. In a 3v4, like, we gotta make some risky plays. Like, you know, like, that is risky. Because if they come out here and clear him, he's got to hit like a flick to shoot him. And it's really flustering. But again, like, you know, he committed to the play he made and it worked out for him because he was confident in that play. He made it 100% happen. He didn't get nervous. He didn't get antsy. Like, doesn't matter. Commit to whatever you're doing and don't ask if it's good or bad. Just do it. And then after, we can reflect and be like, oh, okay, yeah, in this situation is good, bad. Like I said, I think that was good because they're in a 3v4. Now, if they were like in a 5v3 or something, I'm like, dude, why are we sitting in a corner hiding? Because you're just like praying that they don't clear you. In a 5v3, that's where we want to like play off our teammates, play together. You know, it's okay to give them some space because they just don't have the firepower. We're just more concerned about calculated fights and taking good fights for ourselves. Yeah, again, you got to be a lot more cognizant of this angle though. That is consistently something that is gonna get you killed. They even like they might just kill you off of that angle, or now they know you're there, and it's gonna come back to bite you. So be way more cognizant of that angle. Hey, we know last guys are A. I think we saw it on radar. Yeah. Okay, make a plan here. I don't care who does it, but we gotta have a plan. What are we doing here? Are we going through the smoke? Are we retaking through temple together? Are we letting the donut guy do his thing? Like, definitely just gotta communicate. It's a little messy, honestly, but good composure for you to get that last kill. It was kind of messy though, I'm not gonna lie. But it's kind of expected in these pugs. Alright, let's see what we got cooking here. Also, if you want the icing on the cake too, you'll see a lot of players doing is they'll throw a flash off of this wall that bounces and lands right here, so that as they're swinging, people are gonna get blinded running off shelf in a cave. It's beautiful. Like, great piece of utility you can throw for yourself. Good fight with your teammate. Now use that smoke. Use that smoke or something. And I say that, you know why I say that? Because like, cool, this worked out for you. But you're not always gonna have offers this unaware. Like, there's another world where you're like right here, you reset, you do your thing. I mean, we need an advantage. So again, I don't mind you peeking. It's actually true. You could be like, well, Kojo, don't you need an advantage? Honestly, too, that's where Zootlander's just got to go through. I don't know. I think it's beneficial to smoke off here and have your play with your teammate in some way. But again, risk is going to pay off when we're down a man. So I can't even criticize you too much on that, because like someone's got to peek, someone's got to do something. Yeah, I don't blame you. You do such great work for your team anyway, so you did a lot of good work. You won that round for your team again. So again, like, I can sit here and critique what he's doing, but if it's a 3v4 and our teammates are not really doing much, like, I mean, it's not their fault, but they're just like not in a power position. Like, yeah, man, if Moo's confident enough to peek and do that, he can just win the round for his team right there. So why not do that? Again, I think that's like a good lesson from this is like, make your play and commit to it. Don't sit there and ask if it's good or bad. Review that after and, you know, understand like, oh, bro, that was stupid. Yeah. I don't mind your flash. I don't mind your flash, and I'm sure there's some players that use it. I just think the other one's better. Because, like, I mean, it's not horrible. I just feel like if they're like extremely speedy, they're gonna be catching you off. Like, that flash is gonna be popping, and they're gonna be catching you off while you're worrying about turning from it since it lands out there, and you're gonna be like peeking up here. And I just feel like it might not end well for you. Maybe I'm looking too deep into it though. I'm glad you're using something though, at least. Okay, you made a really loud rotation, but it's fine because you have a teammate that's like gonna pick it up if he needs to. I'm not even gonna lie to you though, like with your teammate going through here, I actually would have so much rather you go with him through caves, so you guys have this double fight going on here. And honestly, what ended up happening is your teammate rotates here. Look at that. You guys have one guy here and two guys peeking off shelf. You guys are, again, all looking at the same direction. You're looking right there. You're looking at mid, which would have been sick. This isn't like necessarily wrong or bad. I just think that in hindsight would have been like the most optimal thing ever you could do. You could bait the MP9 too, let him take first contact, or, you know, be right behind him a little bit, and then would have surprised them so bad. Because that is the worst thing we can do in a, like, okay, again, these things work out, right? We're happy it worked out, but that is genuinely the worst thing you could do in a 3v2, what you guys just did. 3v2, this guy is pushing through B. He knows this guy went towards mid. You were here. And then so instead of being boom, boom, tradable, and then even this guy, he's by himself, but he's close enough where you guys are doing the same thing. What ends up happening is we have 1, 1, and 1. That honestly is like the worst thing we could do in a 3v2 is all be split up like that. And we will get punished. So honestly, that probably actually is a big problem. So maybe you did play that wrong. Yeah, I think the other flash rebounds off the wall is probably better in my opinion. It's just, it's smoother. Like, it's more like flowy, I guess. Also, yeah, I was about to say, do we have this set lineup? we got to adjust it a little bit, I think. But dude, guys, this is what makes the greatest cave players in the world. And I waited so long to bring this up is you have to know every single spam as a cave player. Like that is your bread and butter. You will get so much free damage in the game if you know your door spam, if you know the boost spam, if you know, dude, this spam down here is so deadly because people, they instinctively hide here, especially in pugs. And 100% you need to know the spam to kill people in this corner. You know, the spam where people jump up here. You even jumped up here one round. And then also the really good players can spam all the way down to middle here. So all around, those are like things that, dude, those spams like win you so many games. Even if you're doing 15 damage, 20 damage, that means so much in the round. That turns your AK into your M4 into an AK then. It's beautiful. Also, like knowing the spam for the guys that are running up ramp, that's like the icing on the cake. Everyone knows the spam where you can kill the bomb planter or whatever, a diffuser. But yeah, man, when they're running up ramp and we can spam them down, headshot them. I've seen so many clips and been on the receiving end of that where it's like, what am I supposed to do, man? What am I supposed to do? Wait, those might have been way too low. Let's see. I just want to help you out with all this stuff, so that might have been too low. Let's see. Yeah, that's way too low. Most of your bolts are getting eaten up by the ground, so aim way higher. Oh, that was messy. Bomb down. Awesome. Good stuff. But yeah, good stuff. Let's see how this game snowballs and we lose our grip on it. It goes to OT. Yeah, sneeze. Oh, bless me. See? There you go. Yeah, that flash. We're getting rid of that. We're getting rid of that. I'm convinced now. I'm convinced now. You're flashing off that wall now, and it's going to pop in front of you, and it's going to be a lot smoother. He actually gets through that. Wait, we might actually need a faster molly lineup because he should not be able to. That's a T molly we're throwing. So we come all the way out here. I mean, throw it pretty fast. I like maybe we need to do more research on that because I know that if we're throwing like in quotes the most optimal lineup and molly, like there's no way they can run through it, but it's like I feel like he should be taking more damage than that. Like he even beats the nade, which is crazy. But regardless, like that's good. Like keep throwing that util. This though is bad. Yeah. Throw that util, come here, have your flash out, bounce that off the wall. You're gonna farm everybody. You're gonna literally farm everybody, bro. Yeah. That's a good adjustment we're gonna make there. I like the flash, but it's just like it's too slow and it's making you turn. If you're having to turn from your own flash in that situation, it's just hurting you. It's hurting you, honestly. There you go. You're doing the spam. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. There you go. Ah, but this is sad because this isn't the time to do the spam though. Why? Well, okay, initially it's okay to do the spam, but look, again, you have your like as you're doing this, like have your eyes on the radar and stuff. It's easier said than done. Like I'm seeing my teammates like grouping up shelf. I'm reloading and jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Okay, nothing there. I'm getting ready to like crunch into cave because they're about to be off shelf here. Easier said than done. I understand that, but this is like good CS. This is like playing off our teammates. I think that would have been sick to like at least be here and help them see what's up, like do your thing with them. Maybe you peek as they're peeking, that kind of stuff. Of course, you're worried about somebody in cave, so. But yeah, I mean, look at the damage you're doing, by the way. Like, look at the damage you're doing to this guy. Wait. Watch. Again, I think he's spamming way too low. I mean, yeah, he's spamming way too low. Some of his bullets are going through, but a lot are getting eaten, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, man, you're doing so much damage to these guys. Amazing. Like that's honestly amazing. Okay, but relocate now. Like reposition, do your thing. Get yourself into a good power position now. Honestly, one thing I do too as well is like, I'll get in my spot. Be careful about cave, and at this point it's probably too late to be 100% honest with you. But in general, a crazy good play you can make is after they spammed a million bullets into this wall, just go position yourself up here if you can. In this case, you probably couldn't. But because like the psychology behind it, they sat there and spammed that wall a million times. When they're running up, they're more concerned about like other places, because in their head they're like, oh, we've already spammed this like enough, like nobody's gonna be there. But they completely forget that you could have just walked back into that spot. Now here, commit to your angle. There, no shifting, no nothing. The best players in the world, I've been watching their demos, and they will post up on an angle like this with their rifle, and they commit to it. You can tell they believe in that fight so much. They're not like shifting back and forth. Like, no, they commit so hard to it, and they know they're gonna kill you. That's what I'm trying to start doing, and that's what I want to see from you here. Commit to it. Don't get nervous, and you know, do the best with the situation you got. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what happens in this last round here. Little nitpick, but get a P250. Might as well, because last round and a half, right? And you, especially because you have an MP9. Okay. This isn't your fight. This isn't your fight. Yeah. Like, it's frustrating, and you're trying to make a play happen, but swinging this with an MP9, it's like, well, one, like, you could be fighting multiple dudes that are just sitting here and doing stuff, right? Also, we have no mid control. Maybe we knew that they were not mid or something. It's just not your fight. Yeah. I would much rather you there. Like, look, you got full util, bro. I would much rather you dump that smoke somewhere. Like, dump that smoke to get, like, make them be like, dude, they're squeezing control out of us here. So you're swing this. You don't see anything. I think just in general for your gameplay, doing that smoke more would be great, because that round you smoked, it allowed you to spam here, do your thing. Obviously, we're not going to spam with the MP9 here. But yeah, bro, throw that smoke off the wall where it lands, and then swing out here. I mean, also the swing is bad because, again, yeah, mid is over. That swing's just bad, honestly. Yeah. We are going to die a million different ways there. All right, you know what? I'm going to watch the first 3 rounds of OT. I just want to see like what we're doing here on CT side. We'll do a little bonus OT review here for 3 rounds, okay? It's probably, oh yeah, because we got an op here. Actually, I'm really curious now. I'm actually really curious. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm glad we looked at this. Why? Like, why? You have an op. This is your time to change up the nades. Like, I get you want to make it look default, but you want them to swing you. So here's the thing. They've already shown us they're gonna run through this, but regardless, like, dude, you have the op. Just go for your pick. Don't sit here, throw nades, doing this. Take your op, knife out, run up here and post on this angle. You will kill this guy. You will kill him. They've honestly shown that they're just gonna swing. So there's no world where you're throwing these, because it doesn't matter if you damage them. You have the most powerful gun in the game anyways. What, you don't want to deter them. You don't want to make them go away from you. That's literally the round where you don't throw the nades. We're fine because it's smoked off now, and we do have a teammate, but yeah. And they still know the op is there as well, so this is a good rotation now, like, change things up. And actually, they're already out A, so that's unfortunate for us. Yeah. Yeah, and honestly, man, like, this sucks for me to say, because like it's just a bad scenario. You got to get out of this corner. Like, these are fine because it's like, okay, maybe I can kill him. It sucks, and I know it's so hard in the moment to do this. You are 100% dead. The round's over if you stay here. Even if you get 1 kill, you're relying on them to play like absolute noobs. You're screwed. You screwed here. Regardless, I understand. You gotta try to get out of here. Either scoping up and trying to go for a kill, or jiggling real quick and then getting info and then scoping and try to kill someone. You got to get out of here so that you can take a shot and leave. The problem is, even if you kill someone here, as long as they have a brain, let's see, right here. As long as they have a brain, look, you're going to shoot him, and this guy should 1000% be able to trade you because you can't do anything, right? Like, you're screwed. But yeah, I understand. It's difficult, and if we just hit one of those shots, it makes our life easy. The bigger issue is the nades, though. Like, don't scare people away from coming into your op. And honestly, it doesn't matter if you do any damage to them, because you have the gun that one-shots them. You got the one-shot, one-kill gun. All luck, no skill. JK, all skill. No, wait, no luck, all skill. It is good that you're practicing these, because you're going to get them like faster and faster and faster. It's great stuff there. See, and this is good because you actually have teammate mid. Like, you know what I mean? You have a teammate that was fighting mid. But honestly, here's my thing. The second you get gushed through the wall or whatever here, not here. Wait. The second you get gushed like this, bro, like, it sucks. I would say, like, chill out now. Chill out. Like, you just got your bell rung. You guys have a 5v4. You're going to swing into this fight, and it's going to be really uncomfy for you. Like, it sucks. Just chill here. Just chill. Especially, like, if you could make that split-second read where he just got murdered behind you. I understand it's happening in milliseconds, but yeah. Ah, it's so frustrating to lose. That's so frustrating. It's like, take your win. Your teammates, I mean, your teammate's about to die. There's nothing you can do about that. Or again, you could try to spam mid. This is like your next level thing where it's like you just got that kill. You know that nobody should be like right up next to you. Of course, these guys are here, but maybe like, oh, my teammate got killed from shelf, or my teammate on shelf got killed from mid. Sit here and do that spam, and maybe you chunk him down or get a lucky dink and kill him. Regardless, then you're playing 200 IQ CS. Like you're next level CS on him. Uh-oh, they chunked us with that. Yeah, the spamming through the smoke was a little wild there. Maybe a little frustration until also happening. And I just say that because you're giving them literally like a beacon of where you are, and you're just hoping that you somehow like get him through the smoke with a MP9. If I'm ever getting shot like that, it's the easiest kills because they're literally shooting where they're at. They're running across shooting, and it's like, oh, okay. But yeah, that concludes this demo review with Moo. It was a great time. A lot of good learning, specifically on the CT side. I feel like we got a lot of great stuff down. So Moo, you're growing a lot as a player. You're working hard. I love to see it. Thank you so much for taking the time for this demo review. For those of you guys watching, if you made it to the end, go ahead and join my Discord. See what's up in there. Lots of great stuff happening. And yeah, appreciate every single one of you guys. Let's go ahead and see how this game ends in this regulation real quick. We get popped through. Our teammates leave us to die. What the heck? But yeah, appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next review. Keep working hard. See you later. Peace out. Peace out.